Why punctuality still matters. Being on time is not a small thing. In fact, in most situations, your punctuality speaks about you before your work does. You may be a brilliant person, you may be doing a really good job, but if you walk in late, that brilliance gets a delayed entry. I've always believed this. Your work builds your reputation, but your habits introduce you. And one of the simplest, most visible habits is being on time. I've learned this early in my life from my father, Dr. S Tiwari, is annoyingly punctual. Growing up, I saw this play out every single day. If an invitation said 7 p.m., it meant 7 p.m., not 7:15. Not people will come late anyway and all of that stuff. We have actually reached marriage receptions before the host family arrived. But as a kid, I found it very funny and amusing. As an adult, I realized this is discipline, this is respect. It kept things simple as well because everybody just rallied around it. It was a non negotiable. We just knew that if we have to get there at 7, then we have to leave early and all of that. Everything just fell in place. So I found it incredibly liberating and easy to do. And over the years, it became a habit. The real reinforcement came early in my career, though, in 1994. This is the story of Dr. Basu and my 1 year stint at Raymond Limited. The manufacturing plant was in Chhindwara. There was a lot of buzz one week where a senior leader was visiting. When I asked who, someone said Dr. K.S. Basu is coming. I had no idea in 1994 who he was, and there was no internet at that time, no Google search, and nothing of that kind. So then I, of course, found out that he was the first Indian director of Hindustan Unilever, founder of General Bajaj Institute of Management Studies, a board member at Raymond. Serious pedigree. But what stayed with me was not this resume, it was a story. Dr. Basu had once shut the conference door on the then chairman of the company, Vijay Singhania, because Vijay Singhania was late for that meeting. Think about this. Not disrespect, not arrogance, just a very clear standard. Time matters the same way for everyone. During that visit, I was assigned to be his assistant for 3 days. It was a master class. Learned a lot, not just in management. Imagine spending time with the first Indian director of Unilever and the person who set up General Bajaj Institute of Management Studies. I was like always with him throughout those 3 days. But the main lesson was in discipline and in preparation, in respect of time. Meeting standards on time, ending on time, no drama, no noise, just clarity. That stayed with me. During those 2-3 days, there were several occasions when he would want to know when is the next meeting. I clearly remember one incident where we had to get to another unit, and he asked me, "Is the car ready?" I checked and said, "No, car is not ready, but he'll be here." So he asked me, "How much time will it take for us to walk to that place?" This is a man already in his 80s. I said, "Sir, no need to walk, but if you ask, it will take 10 minutes. You will not believe, 11 minutes before the previous meeting was to end, he got up and said, "We should not be late for the next meeting." The car would have taken 2 minutes, but it was still not there. So we walked to the meeting so that we can be at time for the next meeting. This has stayed with me. This was 1994, so this is 32 years now, and I can't get over this thing. He was showing respect to the person that they were, and he was a board member. He was a legend. He didn't have to do this, but he did. Here is what most people get wrong. They think punctuality is about personality. It's just how I am. No, punctuality is not about personality. It is a habit, it is a decision, it is a commitment. And like all habits, it can be built. Let me give you 3 simple ways how you can build punctuality at your work. No theory, just things that work. And from my experience, of course, firstly, start with the meeting before the meeting. If your meeting is at 10, your real target is 9:55. Those 5 minutes matter. You settle down, and if you're going to an actual room, you might meet people who are there. Calm down, you will make some easy banter or make some friends. Invest in relationships. You review your notes if you are alone. You stay calm, not rush. People are always late for such meetings, and you will have an added advantage over them because you are not flustered. Second, work backwards from the time. If it takes 20 minutes to reach somewhere, plan for 30. right? Like Dr. S Basu did. Most people plan for the best case, no traffic, no delays, everything smooth. That never really works. Professionals plan for the real case because life happens. Of course, for online meetings also, try and finish your meeting 5 minutes before the end time so that you have enough time to gather yourself and get into the frame of mind for the next meeting. One trick I use, and this is a setting in Microsoft Outlook, you can preset to 25 minutes. So the meeting invite actually goes for 25 minutes. I have used this for years and it works like a charm. Third, treat time as respect. This is a very big one. Being late is rarely about traffic, it is about priorities. If something truly matters to you, you will be on time. Simple. So when you respect people, you respect their time, they will remember. In closing, I can only say punctuality may look like a small thing to you, but in professional life, some habits create big reputations, and here is the truth most people ignore. Long before people judge your work, they notice whether you showed up on time or not. If you got value from this, share it with friends who are always just 5 minutes away. So it might hold a lesson for them. My name is Anshuman Tiwari. I share such videos almost every week these days. And you can follow me on LinkedIn or on Substack, where I share a weekly newsletter for such tips. Easy, mid-career kind of tips that you can implement. No fluff, no jargon, no cute crap. Just easy from experience what you can learn. Till the next video, manage better.